It is the Raw wrap-up. Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Mayhem Studio, Pittsburgh, PA. Ready to talk about WWE Raw. Is the go-home Raw before WrestleMania. There's a lot happening between now and then. With me from Poughkeepsie, New York, is Mad Mike.
Ooh, this sure was a Raw.
Oh, this is the part.
This sure was a Raw, Sorg.
This is going to be the part where we vapidly disagree on things from the start. I can see this right now. But this is the Raw wrap. You can check this out. It's part of the Wrestling Mayhem Show, WrestlingMayhemShow.com, where we have a lot of things going on. You can check out the Raw wrap-up on the video versions on the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook and YouTube, as well as the podcasties over on the iTunes, Stitcher, no, not that one. I'm working on that. Google Music as well. So you can check out our discussions every week about Raw. Man, I thought they did a lot for the show this week. Everything is, there was a lot of promo action for the top few matches. I think you can kind of expect that. In the meantime, we had a pretty fun match, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, happening as well. I'm always happy when these guys get the fight, and it seemed to have a little bit of weight to it.
Hold on, I have a question right off the bat. So Sami Zayn has his backstage segment. He says he wants to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That's fine. He wants to be on the card. I get it. Stephanie says that's not how we do things now because I'm in charge. Everyone has to earn everything. So my question, Sorg, who did R-Truth, Goldust, Shining Stars, Jinder Mahal, Big Show, and Braun Strowman beat to be involved in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
A very carefully selected win-loss record.
Excuse me. Let's look at the Shining Stars win-loss record for even the past 5 years, and we'll see.
Well, listen, they got that discount timeshare for Stephanie there in Puerto Rico. I mean,
okay, so basically it's just bullshit.
Oh, come on. I mean, it's her being a bad guy and not liking Sammy.
Okay, then just say that. No, but she can just say that.
Fucking just say that because
she absolutely can. She absolutely can.
No.
She can say, because you decided to side with Mick Foley over my husband, over this company, you have to earn your way in.
So you have to be explicitly told these things now, Mike?
No, I just think they should have some consistency.
If there's no
logic in wrestling, Sorg, you know me. I like logic in wrestling. If Stephanie says everyone needs to earn their way in, then everyone should have to earn their way in.
It's just Stephanie being a heel.
Yeah, I know,
in charge.
But it's also being a dumb heel.
All right.
It's being a dumb heel.
Okay. Well, let's go from that to the tag division. We had a lot of setup. Is this a ladder match that we're seeing now at WrestleMania?
Fuck knows.
But I mean,
you'd think that they would announce something like that, on the go home show of the WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But from that segment, it sure seems like a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Why that would be the ladder match, I have no earthly idea.
Well, that seems interesting. Although I think there was like a Hardy's share about that. Like ladder. Oh, no. It was somebody else sharing. Like ladders. Wonderful. With a Matt Hardy gif on there. Seth Rollins and Triple H. I think it's going to be all kinds of a goofy match when they do this. But I thought that was some interesting build.
Sorg, full disclosure, this is the first time I fell asleep during Raw.
Are you I know because Triple H's voice is so soothing when he's explaining everything to you.
Well, no, it's because they talked for about 45 minutes.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. But the whole time I'm watching this, and I was hoping to get your opinion. You were too sleepy apparently to wonder this, because in the back of my head is like all the backstory when he's talking about like before I met you and what I became, like all the backstory from the WWE Now Then Forever. By the way, I bought issue 3 tonight on Kindle so I could read it later. Is like all in the back of my head, which makes this like a way better story.
It does, and if that was the story they were telling in the ring, I'd be way more intrigued by it. I mean, it does serve as like a really fun back note to the story.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like that's what Seth is describing when he's talking about their history.
Either that or Seth just read the first 2 issues and like, oh wow, this is way better than what we're doing. I'm just going to start playing into this.
Cruiserweights, I felt both those matches made you, if you haven't been catching up on these guys, really kind of care about, like, yeah, I kind of want to see Austin and Neville against each other.
Really made you care about the pre-show, Sorg.
Damn it, it doesn't. The pre-show doesn't matter.
It really does. It really does.
They went over 12, 13 matches for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It kind of matters that you're in front of 80,000 people, not...
No, to the performers, yes, I concur.
Yes.
But
why does it matter to you?
But that match doesn't sell WrestleMania because guess what? They're not fucking on WrestleMania.
Well, first of all, the whole other topic, but WrestleMania sells WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly. So why not just put them on the card? Why do we have to sell WrestleMania with a concert?
Well, that's the part of the stars. It's Liberace at WrestleMania 1. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what happens. It's a nice piss break for the rest of us since we want to watch the Divas matches now.
You take a piss break during the promo packages.
Oh, there's that. No,
trust
that's
me,
the nacho break.
As someone who has watched 32 WrestleManias in a row.
Nacho break during the promos, you piss break during the performance, formerly the Miller Lite Beer Girls segment.
And you can also now leave WrestleMania early because we all know how this show is ending.
I mean, who cares how the show's ending? If you're not there for the ultimate thrill ride, Mad Mike, then why did you buy a ticket?
This is far from an ultimate thrill. And if I hear someone say ultimate thrill ride one more time, I'm sorry, no thrill ride on Earth lasts 7 hours.
If your thrill ride lasts more than 7 hours, you may have to see a doctor.
That's an excellent point.
The ladies are getting violent. That's going to be fun. We did establish this as an elimination match.
I do like that's an elimination match now.
Yes,
that's a cool added feature to that match. You
can do a lot more with it.
Yes, categorically, because you can actually end up with Bayley versus Sasha, and I think ultimately that's what they wanted to do anyway. But if you end up Bayley versus Sasha as the last two, that's a cool WrestleMania moment.
Mm-hmm. And something, a team up or goofiness can take Nia out of the picture, because I think it's too early for that now.
Oh, I mean, you could even have like a bank statement and a figure 8 on Nia at the same time or something like that.
All right. And I don't want to get into the whole discussion we had before, but we had the over the top challenge. What the hell are we doing here, match?
Hey, Sorg. Yes. I just have a quick question for you. What's Samoa Joe's match at WrestleMania?
Oh shit! Wait, didn't he get announced for the Andre?
No, he didn't.
No,
Samoa fucking Joe is not booked.
Aw.
And what did I tell you, Sorg, when he showed up on Raw? What did I tell you? That he might get lost in the shuffle on Raw?
Wait, is that what my Thai bot pinned over there is for?
Yeah.
Did that include what if he gets included with the Rumble?
He ain't winning it.
He's still gonna be
Sammy's in there. So what?
He's still gonna be involved in something.
He could have gone to SmackDown and fought AJ Styles instead. We could have had that match. He could have gone to SmackDown and challenged John Cena.
If we get into WrestleMania, I think like Shane versus AJ is like really, like when I think about that planning. But either way, I mean, I'm looking forward to. I think I'm more excited for WrestleMania this year than I was last year. But that's in our discussion. Okay, I'm more excited about. Raw didn't do much to make me more excited for WrestleMania than I already was. It more just kind of solidified where everything was. Again, it's the greatest hits. Undertaker antics.
No, that was a fine segment. And don't get me wrong. Some of the matches at WrestleMania are going to be good. Do I like the decisions that they've made for a lot of those matches? No, I do not.
I think the regardless of where it is, pre-show or main or wherever, the Cruiserweight title, like they had a lot of build, even if it is just for a pre-show.
I'm actively angry that that's on the pre-show.
Well,
I'm actively angry about that.
No, because where is going to be on the show? They still have the. But they still have an opportunity to be a show stealer at WrestleMania, no matter where they are on the card.
No, they don't, because people are just filing in. Sorg, have you watched some of those pre-shows? Half of those people don't even get to see those matches because they're still getting into the arena. You can't steal the show in front of half a crowd. You simply cannot. And if they want to put over the cruiserweights as a real and serious thing, like they claim to with 205 Live, putting it on the kickoff is a lot of bullshit.
Okay.
It's horrible.
Well, I mean, even
if you want to do that, put a cruiserweight tag team match on the kickoff and put the title match, the important thing, on the main show.
So right now we are at about 13 matches.
Yeah, that's about standard.
We're looking at about 4 to 5 hours of WrestleMania itself, plus 2 hours of kickoff.
I'm still not convinced that the Battle Royal isn't going to be on the kickoff.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised either.
And how horrible would that be? Guys like Braun Strowman, Sami Zayn, maybe Samoa Joe, all those guys on the kickoff. That would be a disgrace.
I think you're undervaluing it's on the kickoff. Like it's this giant thing. I mean, I guess you can attribute it to, like, you know, New Japan has these kickoff matches. They're kind of more fun in their battle royals and stuff.
Everyone is sitting in the arena to have those matches. Watch the other kickoffs. Those arenas are half full. I missed at WrestleMania 29. I almost missed a kickoff match. One I wanted to see. In fact, actually, I think we almost did miss it. Like, we came in halfway through Miz and Barrett. Like, they don't care. It's just so they get on the show and get a payday, but they're not there to steal the show. You can't watch those matches on the WWE Network in the same click as you do for WrestleMania. You have to fast forward and skip through a whole bunch of pre-show bullshit. Like, when I did my 32 Manias with Mike, I skipped all the pre-shows because I didn't want to find all those matches. I skipped the pre-shows because each pre-show is 2 hours long, and they only show a snippet of the match on, like, a cut package of WrestleMania itself.
Yeah,
and
especially only if like something significant happened, right?
And something significant is probably going to happen because I'm sure Austin Aries is winning that belt. And that should be on the main show. I don't care what anyone else says. There are other matches you can put on the pre-show.
That argument aside, again, this is more about Raw right now.
No, but they announced that on Raw tonight, so relevance.
So where would you rank Raw? How much was watchable for you, including falling asleep?
Hour 20.
Hour 20?
Hour 20. The women's tag match was fine. The Owens Zayn match was fine. Everything else didn't really do anything for me.
I'll do a good 230 again. I was pretty entertained by the stuff they did. Again, my value of Raw. I'm not expecting Raw to be other shows. I'm expecting Raw to be Raw, and I think they were on the bar for that tonight.
I think you need to set higher standards. This is the go home show to WrestleMania. This should do the hard sell for WrestleMania. It did not do that, in my opinion. It did not do that. It didn't like, if I'm gonna watch WrestleMania anyway because I have the network. But after watching this Raw, would I pay $60 for this WrestleMania? Probably not.
And that's not the standard anymore.
Yeah, it is for some people.
You know what? I don't think the hard sell happens for WrestleMania on Raw anymore. I think the hard sell happens on the Today Show on ESPN.
Yeah, you gotta get that Al Roker bump.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, Al Roker going into the Hall of Fame next year.
That's the thing that's going to be talked about on the Today Show the day after on NBC that millions will see.
Yeah. I don't know. This Raw did not. This was the ultimate snore ride. It's the ultimate snore ride.
Well, we'll see what happens on SmackDown, and of course, we'll have reactions in looking at the WrestleMania on Wrestling Mayhem show. We're starting at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. We're actually going to start with an interview with a local wrestler, Jinx, She debuted just a couple of shows ago for the International Wrestling Cartel, and we're going to have a newbie on, and she's going to join us for the main show as well, scheduled for then. Again, you can check it out live.wrestlingmayhemshow.com or follow the Facebook page for Wrestling Mayhem Show so you can check out the live stream of that and join us and become part of the action. It got insane last week with how many people were involved here in studio on the stream. A lot of fun. And of course, the final round of Mayhem Mania saw some news about what we might be doing for that. Mad Mike, where can people find you?
People can find me at Mad Mike 4883 on the Twitter machine. If you think I'm wrong about WrestleMania, please feel free to tweet me. Also, if you want to get more hype for WrestleMania, check out my podcast series I did called 32 Manias of Mike on our YouTube feed. I watched all 32 WrestleManias in the span of basically 2 months and did a podcast on each and every one of them. And they will all be up by the time WrestleMania comes. It's one per day.
So check it out, and everything at sorgatronmedia.com. Keep an eye out. Some new podcasts are in the works. I think some of you wrestling fans will be very, very excited for if we get these things worked out the way that we're planning to. So if all works out, we should have at least 2 to 3 new podcasts on the Sorgatron Media Network by summer.
Excellent.
I'll put that out there. Putting that out there. So look out for that. Sorgatron on the Twitters if you want to let me know your opinions on my side, or just at Mayhem Show. All of us get the responses from there, and we may respond back. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And remember, until next week, keep it raw.